Have you bought a house recently and you're curious, why do I need a final walkthrough? Well, I'm Tanya Evoy with Evoy Real Estate Team RE/MAX Affiliates, and today I want to talk to you about why a final walkthrough is extremely important and our process about how it looks from the buyer's perspective. So first and foremost, the final walkthrough happens between accepted offer and closing. We want to book the final walkthrough as close to closing as possible for two reasons. First, because we want to ensure that everything's as it should be for closing, and if there's any communication that's needed, we have a little bit of time before the keys actually change hands. So some of the things that could come up on a final walkthrough that I've seen before is clients have just left stuff, sometimes unintentionally, sometimes intentionally, but they've just left stuff that they didn't feel like getting rid of, right? So as a buyer, it's really important to make sure that you're not having to incur the cost of getting rid of somebody else's junk. As a seller, it's important to make sure that you clean up after yourself. So the final walkthrough will make sure that that's done, and if it isn't, then there's usually recourse. We'd call the agent, it gets taken care of fairly quickly, and there's no issues. But if there's something big, like really big, for example, the pool. Let's just say you didn't see the pool when you did the offer because it was the winter in Canada, and then you go into close and it's now, early March, and the pool's not working and it's supposed to be working. That's a pretty big deal. So we're gonna want the heads up on that to find out exactly what's happened. Is this something we can take care of very quickly, or do the lawyers have to actually have a holdback, something like that? So it's a very important step. And also, you might want to have somebody in from a contractor's perspective to take measurements for work that you want to get done. So if you need a final walkthrough, or possibly more than one, you really need to communicate that with your agent at the time of offer. We always put it in for our buyers, and oftentimes our buyers, they're international buyers or they're out of town, military, and so we'll go on their behalf and do the walkthrough anyway, just to check and make sure that everything's as it should be. We want the best experience for our clients, and we want to make sure that on closing, they're focused on the fact that they're excited to move in and all the things that happen with that, and not stressing about the way things should be and their expectations were just completely different. So sometimes there's a few things that have to happen last minute to make sure the closing is as smooth as possible. And the final walkthrough is the time to find out that information. So think about it as a research stage, almost like when you go shopping and you try your clothes on before you buy them. You're checking to make sure that they fit well and that everything is expected. It's the same idea with your home. So if you need any more information on steps to make sure that your successful sale is successful, then reach out to our team today at the Evoy Real Estate Team RE/MAX Affiliates. Thank you for watching.